Hey, good morning. This is Anchor of Truth. I know I haven't been on here for a while, just dealing with other things in life, and I'm trying to get back to doing these videos. And if you're watching, thank you for watching. And if you want to make a comment or anything, please do so. I would love to talk to other people and bounce ideas off and maybe gain further insight. But today, I want to talk about the past events, weekends, the weekend's past events starting on Saturday. And I've said on this channel before that I believe the Bible. I believe it to be true. I believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God. He is real. He rose from the dead on the third day. He died for our sins. He's God himself in the flesh. That's why he's called the Son of God, because he's in the form of a man. And that was what Adam was when he was made. He was called the Son of God because he was a direct creation. But Jesus was not a creation. He's always existed. He's always been in that form. That's when they said, let us make man in our own image. It was looking like him, but also doing the things that God does for his kingdom. But anyways, the events of this last weekend have been kind of eye-opening, and in a way it's very, very biblical. Like, I don't know any other way to look at it. I guess you can look at it from a secular point of view and the tactical strategic thing, because that's always exciting and good to think about, because you will maybe be able to see more. But there is a lot going on with this, and I kind of wanted just to read this to you. First off, Iran was not always called Iran. Back in the days of the Bible, in the Old Testament, it was Persia, but before that it was called Elam. And Elam is the original name for that place right there. And Elam was one of the sons of Shem, and Shem was the father of the Hebrew people, being that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are related to him. So that's where I'm coming from with this. And I'm going to read this to you because of what happened this weekend. We took out the whole leadership, and we're taking out pretty much, I think, all of the weapons capabilities right now. I don't think it's completely done yet, but you know, it's happening. So here's what it is right here. It says judgment on Elam. And this is Jeremiah chapter 49, verses 34 to 35. Now, I want to tell you this. This is it's only 5 verses, 5 or 6 verses, but it has a lot in it, and it does have to do with somewhat of the end times, like, which I think we are living, right? I mean, not everything has happened, but things are setting up for the return of Jesus Christ. He's coming, whether people believe it or not, and whether you're ready or not, that's really up to you. Only you can have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Only you can do that. Only you. I mean, I could tell you all day that he's real and everything, but you have to believe. And if you don't believe, find the reason why you don't believe. Because like, if you think something's not true, do the research to see if it's true or not. That's what I'd say. Do your due diligence. You owe yourself that much to see if what's being taught or what's been said for thousands of years is true or not. So with that, here is what it's called. It's called the Judgment on Elam, and I'm reading from the ESV version because it's a lot easier to understand. I like the King James a lot, but I like the ESV too. So it says, verse 34, the word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah the prophet concerning Elam in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah king of Judah. Thus says the Lord of hosts, behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the mainstay of their might, and I will bring upon Elam the four winds from the four quarters of heaven, and I will scatter them to all those winds. And there shall be no nation to which those driven out of Elam shall not come. I will terrify Elam before their enemies and before those who seek their life. I will bring disaster upon them. My fierce anger declares the Lord. I will send the sword after them until I have consumed them, and I will set my throne in Elam and destroy their kings and officials, declares the Lord. But in latter days I will restore the fortunes of Elam, declares the Lord. So that's a lot to take in, right? When he says, behold, I will break the bow of Elam, that's like breaking their capabilities for weapons. Almost like what this is all about, being that they attacked certain places, they killed the leader. The next day, the next leader got killed. I'm not sure if there's been another leader put in charge, but it seems like whatever person they put in charge, they're not going to be there until God himself is pleased with what it is. And I also think that this may be a fulfillment of that prophecy, but it's an ongoing prophecy because it's not going to just be done in a couple of minutes. It's not going to be like when Babylon falls in one day or 1 hour I think in the book of Revelation. I'd have to verify for sure, and I will. But he's breaking the Babylon, he's breaking the weapons, he's breaking their capabilities to do damage and hurt other people and hurt other countries, and they're taking out all the leaders. Now, we know on the human realm, it's a lot to take in because some of the stuff that's going on matches up with what's going on in the Bible. And I don't think there's a real way that I can confirm this, like unless every little benchmark of this prophecy is fulfilled, and it seems to be getting fulfilled right now. And it doesn't say what period of time this is going to happen. So it is exciting for me, and I hope for others if you're believers and even non-believers, because watching this happen, hopefully other people are on the internet talking about these passages right now, because this is like a wake-up call to the world. Like, hey, God is real. Jesus is real. That means the devil's real. That means all the other stuff in that book is real. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, it's real. All of it's real. And it's coming to a point where, things are setting up for the second coming of Jesus Christ. And, when he comes, he's going to be coming soon. And that means he comes quickly, and you're going to see it. And every eye is going to see him come. Now, in my way of thinking, when they say every eye shall see him when he comes the second time, I think everyone that lives on earth, everyone that's in another realm like heaven or hell is going to watch this also. Everyone's going to see this. No one is not going to see this. Now, I could be wrong in thinking that those that are already passed away will not see it, but I don't know. It says every eye will see it. So I'm going to take it at its word's value and say every eye will see it, whether they were alive or dead, or, they're no longer in their human body. They're in heaven or hell or other places like that. There's the only two places, right? So I just wanted to bring this up because it is kind of interesting to see this stuff going on and happening. And I'll tell you what, back in 2019, when I was on the USS Abraham Lincoln, we went to Iran in May, and I was just like, why is Iran acting like this? And I had my Bible with me on my ship. So I read it and I was like, wait a minute, this could be happening right now, because we were going out there to stop them from doing whatever they're doing, because a lot of what they do is sponsor terrorism. So yeah, they are on the list to stop terrorism, stop terrorizing people and murdering people, and let people live free instead of, trying to control them in a way that, everything's based off of fear. That's not that's not a way to live. And I think part of what's happening right now is Jesus is working on Iran. He is getting his people from Iran, the ones that are going to be with him in eternity. And I pray that more people do. I pray that more people see this and that they see that, whoa, this is all real. This is true. This is crazy, because there were some reports of people being approached by Jesus Christ. He would appear in their house. There was one story, I don't know, I heard it last week, or I heard it over the weekend, that Jesus came to a man's house 2 nights in a row and told him to write something down. And when he had completed that writing after the second day, it was the Gospel of John, which is a really good book that you should read, because a lot of the stuff that the naysayers say about the Bible, it's kind of proven wrong in the first sentence. In the first sentence of that one, it's like Genesis, right? It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. He was in the beginning with God. That means he's always been there, and he's always been God. And when he says he was with God, that means that's the Trinity, in my opinion. But other than that, I'm going to keep watching, and I hope everyone else is watching, and I hope people are paying attention to what's going on, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of things being set up right now. Because if you look at this war, and they're always talking about World War III, you know, either this part right now is a fulfillment of Bible prophecy, but I think it's also setting up for the rest of the end times leading to the second coming of Christ. Now, there are some people, and this is a possibility, this is a psychological operation they're doing on the people, even though the real prophecy is being fulfilled. They're saying it a different way so that no one picks up on what the actual truth is of what's actually going on right now. And that's why Jesus says in Matthew, let no man deceive you. Don't let anyone deceive you. Do not let no man deceive you. You do the research yourself and pray about it. And I'm pretty sure you'll get an answer. I don't know how he'll answer you. Maybe it'll be through a video. Maybe he'll talk to you audibly, which I think would be completely the most awesome thing. Maybe he'll come down and manifest and say, yes, this is what's going on. Here's what I want you to do. And if he does that, that's an honor for him to come meet you where you're at. Think about it. The God of the universe came down to talk to you individually. That's pretty cool. If he did that for me, I would be honored, but that's really all that I want to say right now. It's just, I'm going to keep my eyes watching this thing and seeing what else is going on, because stuff is going on, and it seems like it's going a lot faster now. Like it's fast forwarding. It's like the days are passing way faster. It's a 24-hour period, but it just seems like it's a lot faster than what we think. So, keep your eyes open. And if you have any questions or anything, please comment. I will do my best to answer any question you have, or I appreciate you guys commenting if you've ever watched it or anything like that. Other than that, take care. God bless. Next time I'll see you. Anchor of Truth out.